Hey guys, welcome to Kitchen Talk with Granna. I'm so glad you guys can come up into the kitchen with me for just a few minutes. Before we get off into this conversation, you guys know what the routine is. Go ahead, right on down there at the bottom of your screen. Go ahead and take care of that thumbs up button. Go ahead, share my video with all your family and friends. And if you have not become a follower of Granna, and this is your first time checking out my video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and become one of my followers, okay? All right, so I don't really have anything in particular that I'm gonna talk about today. I may be bouncing around a little bit here, a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right, you know, or maybe just bounce around just a little bit. But I will say and start this conversation off today is October the 20th. We are exactly 2 weeks from our election, November the 3rd. So we got 2 weeks to, you know, get it together, prepare ourselves. I don't care if you got to go stand in line for 4 hours, 30 minutes, 5 hours. Hey, if you got to pack your lunch, take your lunch with you to the poll, take you a chair, a folding chair, and have it in the back of your car. So if you need to sit down, you take that chair with you and sit there and wait till you get up to that booth to put your vote in, okay? So it's gonna be crazy. You know, they've already had some states to start voting. They was talking about over in Georgia that it was taking people 5 hours or more to stand in line to cast their votes and everything. And it's just gonna get worse. So the day, November the 3rd, the states that have not started the early vote and got their vote out there come the 3rd of November, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be people, you know, probably going past that. I guess as long as you're in the line, before that closing time, they should not be able to turn you away. You should be able to, you know, if it comes to that 7 o'clock closing time or 6 o'clock, whatever your state, your polling time to close. And if you're in that line, you know, you should be able to stay there until you get your vote in. Because I saw somewhere over in Georgia where the polls had actually closed, but there were so many people still in line past the closing time that they had to let them vote and stuff. So it's gonna be so crazy. It's just gonna be off the chain come November the 3rd. I'm gonna try to get up early, go ahead on out there and cast my vote and get done with it. Where I go to vote, it is not a very big place. So hopefully, you know, it don't be that bad, but it doesn't matter. Like I say, if I gotta stand in line, I'm just gonna stand in line. I'm just gonna stand there and wait till I get up there to cast my vote. But I hope everybody is prepared. I hope you have your ID. Make sure it's not expired. You know, make sure all your information is up to date and correct. So that'll be one less thing that anyone can use against you to keep you from casting your vote. You know, we got to make sure that we have our stuff together. We can't go stepping up in there when we don't have our stuff together, you know. So we got to just make sure we do that. And I'm just really anxious, I guess you could say, for these next 2 weeks to go by and to see how this is going to play out, you know. Normally, we usually know about, definitely by 10, 11 o'clock that night, we know who the president's going to be. But because of this presidential, oh my God, because of who we got and who are the incoming president or the presidential candidate is going against our president, President Trump, it's not going to be that smooth. You know, if he get down to the wire and he see that he's not going to win, then all hell's going to break loose. And that's just what it is. I mean, he's already said that. He's already put it out there to the world that he's not going to let this be a peaceful transition. He's not going to peacefully, you know, exit out and let Joe Biden come on in. He already said that. So if this man see around 10 o'clock that night, you know, when they're pretty much kind of got it together and see that he has not won enough of the electoral votes, or he's not won enough to get him reelected, then it's gonna pop off. It's gonna be all kind of stuff happening. It's gonna be it's gonna it's gonna be too much. It's just gonna be too much. I'm planning on staying in that day after I go and vote. I'm planning on just sitting back, just watching it on the TV, you know, looking at the reporters, let them do their job, let them bring everything into my house, into my living room, and I'm just gonna sit back and just watch it out. Because, you know, it's funny in one way, and then it's sad in another way, because we don't know. You know, this will be the first time that going into a presidential runoff, a presidential election, that we don't know how the party's gonna react, or how they're gonna accept their defeat, or if they, you know, we don't know how none of that's gonna happen. In the past and everything, once they saw that they did not win, they went ahead and submitted, you know, and called it a day and was done with it. And called that person that won, that president that won, they would call them and give them their congratulation and all that. And, you know, it was peaceful about it and respectful about it, you know, and did it in a respectful, peaceful way. But we don't know if that's going to happen. The only way that happened this time around is that President Trump get reelected. Then I do truly believe that Joe Biden and Senator Harris will be respectful and will, you know, be congratulated of him, and they would, you know, give him that. You know, I think they would do the right thing. But our president's not going to do that, guys. He is not going to do that. If this man do not get reelected for president, it might be World War III. Because he going to call out all them people he told to stand back. He going to call them in and let them go. Tell them, hey, do what you do. I don't care what you do. Go out there and tear up the world. I don't care. Go out there and do your thing. You know, I got your back. Go do what you're going to do, you know. And that's what I believe he's going to do. I believe he's just going to call in all these different groups or organizations that he has not wanted to openly de-announce, or, you know, or say anything bad about, or basically call it as it is, you know, call a spade a spade. He's not going to do that. He's just going to keep them on hold until he get ready to let them go, to take the lease off on them, and let them do as they want. And it's just sad. It's a sad situation. And you know, we just gonna have to sit back, and that's something else we're gonna have to, you know, deal with. We're gonna have to, you know, look over our shoulders and see, you know, what's going on in this world, and try to protect ourselves and our families and everything. But it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be interesting. I'm so anxious about it. I can't wait to November the 3rd. I can't wait to November the 4th. But it's all to be over with, hopefully. And then we just go from there. You know, we just go from there. But, you know, everybody's going to have their opinion on both sides of the parties. You know, if President Trump wins, of course, you know, hey, you know, it's going to be a big thing. And if Joe Biden wins, then, you know, it's going to be a big thing. You know, it's just going to be which one is going to be the bigger person and, you know, be respectful. And we know our president, he don't even know how. I don't even think that man has a respectful bone in his body. He doesn't know the meaning of being respectful to anybody. So, it ain't going to happen. It's just not gonna happen. But we'll see. We'll see how this work out. We'll see how it do. You know, just, hey, we count down. We're on the countdown. We're on the countdown. And that's all we can do. All you can do, you know, if you don't get out there and put your vote in, don't come November the 4th saying nothing. Because there's nothing you can say. You know, if you don't cast your vote, You don't have an opinion afterwards, one way or the other, whether it's President Trump being reelected or Joe Biden being elected. If you don't vote, you have nothing to say about it. Your opinion really doesn't matter. And that's just what it is. That's just exactly what it is. So, but I hope everybody get an opportunity to get out there and voice your opinion and vote, and and do what you have to do. And I definitely will, be coming back to you guys talking about it. I don't know what that is, but I definitely will be coming back, and we will be talking about the debate, or we will be talking about the election day and how it goes and all that. Okay. But, guys, send me a comment, drop me a comment. Let me know how you're feeling. Let me know your thoughts on the candidates, how you feeling towards them. Has any of their debate, well, they only had one debate because President Trump said he wasn't doing that second debate. He was not going to do it because he didn't want to do it virtual. But anything that you've seen out there with their campaign and the message that they have been putting out there, have it kind of swayed you one way or the other? If you was on this side, have you kind of started leaning towards this side? Let me know what you think about it. Let me know, how you feeling, and which way you're thinking about going. If your mind is made up and you're over here, okay, you're over here. Your mind is made up and you're over here, then you're over here. Just drop me a comment. Let me know what you're thinking. If anybody have said something, because there's been a lot of people just within this last month that had switched parties or changed their minds about the way they were looking at, or the way they were leaning towards voting for one party or the other. So there has been people that has kind of switched up here in the last couple of weeks. So, let me know what you're thinking. I try to listen to the whole policy on what they're going to do and their plans and and their agenda and what they're going to do, as far as Medicaid, Social Security, Obamacare, just what they're going to do as far as just doing right by the humankind, by people. I try to listen to all that, but it's really hard with me. I'm just talking about me. When I have, it's really easy for me to make a decision, and I'm Democrat, but still, I had no doubt in that, with our president, because of the way he has been for the last 3.5, 4 years. So I definitely never even, he hasn't said anything different than he did 4 years ago that would even make me have a slight, possible. No, none of that. Because he's just something else. That man is something else. Okay. But hey, everybody has their own opinion. Everybody, do what you're gonna do. Hey, as long as you vote, do what you gotta do. Okay. All right, guys. Well, I am about to get ready to hop up out of here. And like I said, I will be coming back. We will be talking about this after the November the 3rd. Okay. But you guys, just make sure when you're out and about, just make sure you're still wearing your mask, you're still being safe. Coronavirus has not gone anywhere. It has not stopped kicking butts, okay? So just be safe, take care of your family, and just, do what you need to do when you're out and about. And if you are around someone, make sure you're practicing all the safety habits that you need to practice, okay? All right, guys, y'all have a great day. I'm going to catch you guys next time around.